Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a weekly forecast from August 31st till September 6th. So on August 31st, we still have Sun trining Uranus. So in this period, we will become a free-spirited, also adventurous. We will need originality, independence, also a flexible attitude, and also sudden good luck may find us. It is a period of original ideas and thoughts of independence and also self-sufficiency, down to the essentials, the root of essence of any matter. View from afar, a new perspective will give us a real insight into our personal matters, in particular matters of self-sufficiency and personal independence, and we can see what should be cut off and removed from our lives. We will take an original approach to doing things. On September 2nd, we have Sun conjunct Mars. So in this period, our ambitions and drive to live up to our potential is very strong. We will have a will and energy to jump into a situation and get things done. Our need is to preserve and protect the essential truth and carry it on to the future. Deep impulse or ambitions to find or fulfill out our dreams. Deeply felt ambitions turned into plans to make these feelings real and manifest them in a more tangible way, to make our dreams real in a particular if it relates to our authority, self-development, and our sense of strength or courage. We will feel determined, aggressive, and also brave. We will act very quickly. This energetic transit lasts only a few days. So, in these few days, we will become an adventurer with full of energy, of courage and strong passion, sexual and otherwise. We may become competitive and willing to take the initiative, more assertive. Also on September 2nd, we have Venus trining Saturn. This is a time where our love for the truth and generally being more disciplined economically, but also being focused and practical regarding our finances and also our love life. In this period, we may look for faults, mistakes, leaks, and whatever else is threatening to fall apart and also disappear in our lives. We can become very critical, and our concern for getting to the truth down to the nitty-gritty is very strong. Both emotionally and financially, we will value security over excitement. We will be responsible and loyal. We will seek solid and enduring relationships and a secure financial situation. On September 4th, we have Venus opposing Neptune. In this period, our compassion and vivid imagination can make us an inspired artist, but it can also make us get into trouble, especially in romance and also in our project. We will let our desire for love cloud our vision. We become more romantic and idealistic and a spiritual seeker. Also in this period, we will become more sympathetic, gentle, musical, mystical, and creative. We are also prone to laziness and self-indulgence. Illusions can enter our lives in a positive way through arts, music, and film. Being realistic about romance and project and money are key in this period. On September 6th, we have Mercury trining Saturn. In this period, we are well organized, methodical, reserved, and intelligent, with a natural understanding of how to focus our mind and absorb information. We like to concentrate, think deeply, and in general use the mind to organize or be more disciplined. And to this end, we will always have great plans and welcome any help from outside uh, to make these plans happen. We will have plenty of energy to organize, be disciplined, logical, and tactical, doing any mental work. This is a perfect time to make a great effort to include discipline into day-to-day life and routine. We also have an ongoing square between Jupiter in Sagittarius and Neptune in Pisces. Both of those planets are very strong because they are in their home signs. But now Jupiter is moving forwards while Neptune is going retrograde. This is a time when inspiration can mingle with our career and putting us on more imaginative path. This is a flight of the imagination. We can be scattered, and our efforts also can be scattered. And we also may be way too gullible and refuse to face reality, can drive us into the dreamland. This aspect can bring money and talent, and especially in the creative and artistic matters. We may also be unrealistically idealistic, and our way of thinking can cause us to have problems. We have an ability to achieve and be successful in bringing more imagination or inspiration in our career, whether that is music, film, whatever is artistic, imaginative, and inspiring. So now I will go through each sign and tell you how these aspects are going to affect you. So for Aries rising, you have a stellium in Virgo in your sixth house, while having Neptune in your 12th house and Jupiter in your ninth house. So for you, focus is on your sixth house of work, health, and day-to-day routines. But having Neptune in your 12th house can cause you to daydream and pull you into a dream state and to a dreamland. Also, having Jupiter transiting your ninth house also has to do with spirituality and your belief system. There is an ongoing battle between your day-to-day life and your belief system. There is going to be a change with Jupiter moving forward with your belief system and also spirituality. The key thing is here to stay focused on your work and your daily routines and not get lost with the imagination and spirituality, although it may help you with your work. If you are in any kind of artistic and spiritual work, this influence may help you, but it's advisable to stay grounded in this period. For Taurus rising, you have a stellium in your fifth house in Virgo now, with Neptune in your 11th house and Jupiter transiting your eighth house. Focus for you is on your fifth house, your children, creativity, and also your self-expression. By having Neptune in your 11th house in opposition to your fifth house, Neptune in your 11th house may cause you some trouble with your friends, and also Your friends may draw you into some kind of a dreamland or also an illusion that will not benefit you. You can use this imagination, creativity to better express yourself. Having Jupiter transiting your eighth house can bring you blessings regarding all the people money, but it's not advisable for you to mix business with friendships in this period, but it is better to do things by yourself and focus on yourself and your own career and your own work. For Gemini rising, focus is on your fourth house. Having a stellium in your 10th house opposing Neptune in your 10th house, it means that in your career there can be some illusions, some great dreams, some you may seek some great opportunities that will clash with your family life, home life, and family situation. Having Jupiter transiting your seventh house can bring you blessings regarding your partners, love, and business partners also. But be careful in this period because Neptune can bring you illusions. Staying grounded and focused on your home life, and not getting lost in your career or your relationship is main thing now. Keeping things real, staying grounded and focused will help you improve your home and not getting lost with dealing with authority figures or representing yourself in public in some kind of illusional way, because you are prone to being lied to in this period and also prone to deception. So in this period, be careful when dealing with authority figures. For Cancer rising, a stellium in a Virgo is happening in your third house. So the focus is on your communication, your siblings, your cousins, also your speaking and writing. Having Neptune transiting your ninth house is great for spirituality and also great for traveling, but it will strongly oppose your third house, which is the focus now. Be aware of any gurus that come into your life now, because they may be misleading you. Also, changing your belief system now is not advisable because of a Jupiter-Neptune square. Jupiter will be transiting your sixth house, day-to-day routines, work environment, and also your health. So people who you meet daily can bring you inspiration, but can also bring you illusion. So it is advisable to stay grounded and focused, keeping your mind very clear in this period, so you can move on with your projects and your daily life. If you're in any kind of field of art, where you can use your imagination, like writing or speaking, this is a good period because Jupiter in the sixth house may help you, and Neptune also, developing more imaginative and a creative expression. For Leo rising, having a stellium in Virgo is in your second house. That means that you will be having a strong opposition between your second house and eighth house where Neptune is. So in this period, it is not advisable to deal with other people money, but rather to stay focused on your own finances and deal with your own finances. And if there were any problems regarding your finances, this is a good period for solving them, but staying grounded, not getting lost in imagination and illusions in the dream world. Having Jupiter in your fifth house is excellent for creativity, but trying not to get too much lost in your creativity, but rather to stay focused on yourself, your money, income, self-worth, and self-esteem. For Virgo rising, this stellium is happening in your first house. So this is very important for you because the houses that are affected are first, seventh, and the fourth house, the angular houses. So in this period, focus is all about you. In this period, it is advisable not to trust anyone who walks into your life in this moment because people from outside, business partners, or also your love life, people from your romantic relationships may cause you some illusions and also deception. Having Jupiter in your fourth house will bring you blessings from your home and your family members, but there also may be illusions. So in this period, it is best to trust yourself, your own intuition, rather than collaborating and dealing with other people. For Libra rising, this stellium in Virgo is happening in your 12th house while having Neptune in your 6th house. This means that in this period it is very positive for resting, making plans for the future, also taking long trips, retreat, spirituality. Having Neptune transiting your 6th house retrograde can cause you to have some deception, prone to lies in your work environment, day-to-day routines, health problems that can be misleading and not being very clear in this period. Having Jupiter in your third house gives emphasis on communication, but communication in this period is not very clear. It is advisable to stay grounded, focused, taking a rest, and also keeping things private and not sharing them with your near environment, siblings, and also your co-workers, because the words that you say and the actions that you take may be misleading to you and to others. For Scorpio rising, Virgo stellium is in your 11th house. So focus is on your friendship while having Neptune in your 5th house. So there is an opposition between your 11th house and your 5th house of creativity. Neptune in 5th house is great for doing any kind of creative, imaginative, artistic work, but it is in opposition to your 11th house, your higher goals. So in this period, it is advisable to stay focused on your goals, your higher goals, your life purpose, and not get lost in a dreamland and also in illusion. Having Jupiter transiting your second house is good for your income, but in this period, it is advisable not to take any sudden actions, but to think clearly before making any decisions, before you act, because Neptune is squaring Jupiter in this period. So for you, the advice is to stay focused on your higher goals and your life purpose, not getting lost in a dreamland and creativity and also illusions, because you are very prone to deceptions in this period now. For Sagittarius rising, the stellium in Virgo is happening in your 10th house. So there is an opposition between your 10th house and the 4th house. There might be some illusions and deceptions happening in your 4th house from home, family members, and family situation, and also your roots. Having Jupiter in your first house will give you blessings, but in this period it is advisable to wait for this square to pass before taking any actions. So focusing on your career and not getting too much deep and lost in your life and home situation, which in this period is very foggy. But it is advisable to focus on your career and your own development and also your public life, your appearance, and your goals in life. For Capricorn rising, this stellium in Virgo is happening in your ninth house. So the opposition is between your ninth house of spirituality, long trips, travel, and higher education, and your third house of communication and siblings and your near environment. So in this period, be very careful of the words you hear from your near environment, siblings, and also the way you express yourself. This is a great period to stay focused on your higher education, spirituality, and your higher purpose and your higher goals. Having Jupiter transiting your 12th house is excellent for spirituality and also means that you will having blessings from the unknown, from people that you didn't expect. But it is very important for you now not to get lost in the belief system and the spirituality, but to stay focused and grounded. Making things more practical, analyze everything before making any decisions. For Aquarius rising, Virgo stellium is happening in your 8th house, in opposition to Neptune in your 2nd house. So these are the money houses. In this period, Virgo stellium in your 8th house means that you are very focused on other people money, other people resources, and also joint finances. This can be a good period if you are in some kind of spiritual work or astrology or tarot, something regarding the occult. Neptune can give you a great inspiration, but also be very deceptive. Having a Neptune in the money house means that you are very prone to deception and lies regarding finances in this period. So be very careful, think twice, and be very analytical and methodical when dealing with money. Having Jupiter in your 11th house means that your friend circle will expand and also your life purpose will have a new point of view, a new perspective. But in this period, it's not as advisable to take any actions, but to wait for this square and opposition to pass. For Pisces rising, you have Neptune in your 1st house opposing the Virgo stellium in your 7th house. In this period, you are prone to deception or you will be prone to lies, you will be lied to, or you will be misleading someone on purpose or by accident. So in this period, it is advisable to stay focused on other people, being grounded and stable, analytical and thinking twice before making any actions. Having Jupiter in your 10th house wants you to expand your career. But in this period, if you are into any kind of artistic and inspirational work, this is a good period for advancement. But if not, this is not a good period to start any new project because you are not thinking clearly. You can be prone to misleading informations and not thinking clearly. So I would advise you to stay focused and grounded in this period and also use your imagination and creativity to expand your career. And also I would advise you not to trust. I would advise you to be more focused on your business partners and your relationship and also your friends, which can help you in this period to stay grounded. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment, like, share and subscribe. Bye for now.